everyone, sorry it's been a while since my last upload. So this is a client that came in and we had a bit of a transformation. So she'd previously been going to an NSS salon, so we got them off and we're going to sculpt. So she likes them really long, but as you can see from the other pictures, they would break quite easily because they were just on curved tips and there was a lack of structure. So I've removed the previous set of nails. I'm then going to sculpt this new set on, and I'm starting off by applying a thin clear base. So I've got that nice base to then work on. If there's a bit of noise in the background, I'm sorry. It is really quite warm and I'm a ginge and I'm not complaining. I love the sun, but oh, I'm melting and it's like 8 in the morning. So windows are all open, blowing a breeze. So if there's a lot of background noise, I apologise, but it's hot. It's so hot. Yeah, so I've created a thin clear base. And then with this nail, we're doing a blinky, full on blinky. Hello, Max. We're going to use Glinda. I love this glitter so much. So Miss Glinda Goodwitch. It's just a little bit of everything. It's white, it's stars, it's gold shine, it's sparkly. There's a bit of glow in the dark there too. It's quite a chunky glitter, so I'm making sure I'm getting small beads of clear acrylic, dabbing it into the glitter and applying small beads at a time so that I can really take my time to get a good coverage and not make too much bulk or chunkiness. So I'm just going over all of that nail, just making sure I'm happy with all of that coverage, making sure it's all nice and flat before I then cap it in clear acrylic. Max is now sitting behind me huffing and puffing too, so there's more background noise, sorry. And then I'm going to cap this entire nail in clear acrylic. Then moving on to the next, and again I'm making sure I've got a nice thin clear base so that I've got that foundation to then work on and build the nail on top of. I also like to do a thin clear base, especially when sculpting, because you get a nice transition from natural nail to your sculpted nail. So you want to make sure that you've got a nice smooth base there so you don't get any ridges or anything in your final nails. So for this nail, I'm purely using Obsession. This is, Obsession? Obsession. I can never get it right. I love this acrylic. I cannot get enough of it. This is my go-to, my favourite for everything, all the time. I love it. This is from CJP, and I'm going to create a full nail using this. So I'm creating my structure and everything. You could go straight in with this rather than do a thin clear base, but I just always prefer a clear base for everything. I find clear gives the best strength and the best thing to start with. So I'm going to create a full cover pink nail because this is going to be one of the nails with the flames on. And then onto the middle finger, I'm applying that thin clear base. You'll notice me just checking on that other nail. When it's really hot, I find that sometimes the acrylic sets just a little bit too fast. Especially if you're learning, you'll realise that, yeah, it sets really fast in the heat. And sometimes it just sets a little too fast on the nail. And I leant against that other nail and I was like, oh, that's hot. Is that not hot for you? She couldn't really feel it. But sometimes if you've got nails that are curing a little too quickly, especially in extreme weather, give it a little tap. And that often relieves the heat. I honestly don't know why the tapping works. I'm sure there's going to be someone out there listening who knows the science behind it. I just know you tap it and it makes it feel better. So I'm then going to come in with a bit of coconut milk, and I'm just going to do a really small amount of that at the cuticle area and blend down, because on this nail I'm going to... Can you hear those blimmin' albatrosses? We have, obviously I'm by the coast, so we have a lot of seagulls. They are the size of albatrosses, they are huge. And they're all getting a bit gobby outside, so sorry if you could hear that in the background. Now I'm going to come in with a bit of Glinda, and I'm going to fade this out to a crystal tip. Now, my lady, she likes to have smiley faces on her middle finger so that she can flip off her friends while smiling. I don't judge, I think it's cute. So yeah, so we're going to do the glitter on first, the Glinda glitter. And then I'm going to get some of my holographic smiley faces and I'm going to place those on the nail too. And normally I would place things the other way around because you look at nails like down. Up, you know what I'm trying to say, but obviously because she's going to be using this as a flip-off finger. I have never created a flip-off finger design, and it sounds so wrong when I keep saying it, but yeah. So I'm just popping a bit of just wet acrylic on top of those, just to let them set into place before I then cap that entire nail in clear acrylic. So I'm going to cap this nail. And then after this, my camera just went, no, I've had enough. And it just stopped filming. So everything's overheating at the moment. So the next nail I did was a full coconut milk nail. And then the thumb was a full obsession nail. So yeah, so obviously capping them all in clear, and then I will file these into shape, and then we'll get on to the decorating. So for the decorating, I'm using my detailer brush. You're just going to be looking at my knuckles a lot for this, sorry. My hands are so dry because of the amount of sanitizing and stuff I have to do now, so no one needs to comment on that. And I'm just going to paint on kind of like swirly, flamey, wavy kind of pattern. I didn't want to go like the typical flamey, so we've just kind of gone like swirly uppy. And I'm going to paint this on, and then I'm going to cure this now in my LED light, and this is for 2 minutes. This is HD Pro, the gel art. I'm so bad at names. But yes, this needs a full 2-minute cure. And in a minute, you're going to see my amazing filming techniques because I then totally forgot I was filming and that I needed to stay in shot. So I'm then using my Livia pigment, and I'm just dabbing that over that white, making sure I've got that lovely finish, all of it covered. Then I'm going to use a glitter brush, dust off the excess. And then I'm going to top coat all of these nails. And again, I'm sorry, I forgot. I didn't say much I forget, I just get into doing the nails and I don't realise that I'm slowly pulling the nails closer and closer to me and then they're coming out of shot. So my apologies. So I'm going to I'm going to apply a top coat to all of these nails, and then I'm going to cure in the LED light just for 30 seconds because I only want a part cure on the flame nail. And then I'll do another top coat on the flame nail, and then on the white nail I then put my pigment on. So remember, whenever using pigments like this, you always need to double top coat. Or did I do it for 60 seconds? Oh my god, I don't know, I'm melting. So making sure I double top coat those, and there you go. This is the finished set. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's been so long, and I will see you all again soon. Bye!